Back with another runway review. This one's going to be much shorter. I'm covering Berlin Fall 2025 for this section. I think I have about 3 brands that I want to talk about. There weren't that many brands that presented for this category. Actually, it's going to be 4 brands. First brand I'm going to start off with this section is GmbH. This is one of my favorite brands when it comes to creating garments that are not limited to, or let me not say limited to, but the clothes don't seem to conform to gender norms, and I really love that about this brand. I feel like I can always go and view a presentation and expect them to defy society's expectations when it comes to menswear. Yeah, let's take a look at my favorite looks. My first favorite look from this presentation is it's a fur coat, but I can't see the back obviously, but it's secured by a crossing panel. I'm assuming I would like to see the back actually and see what's going on, to see how this is staying in place. Maybe it's tubular, but yeah, it's off the shoulder and it's on top of Oxford with a tie and a pair of trousers. I love this coat so much. I think this was a great styling technique because at first glance one would assume that this coat is for a woman. And I'm sure there are plenty of fashion enthusiasts who would, they find clothes and they find a way to make it work for them. And I think there are a lot of people on earth a lot of men on earth who take clothes that they aren't designed a male's body. However, I feel like the advantage of styling it this way first is that the brand opens up the door for more potential clients. I think anyone would assume any coat or dress or any garment that's coming off the shoulders, we would assume that a woman is going to buy it. But it's very important for brands to show their clients like, hey, this actually can be worn this way and this person can wear it too. It's not limited to one type of client. So that's why I really appreciate this look. I think it's multi-dimensional, very versatile, very beautiful. The colors are gorgeous overall. Good job, GmbH. My second favorite look is this leather suit. I think it's navy or it's black. Either way, very beautiful. I think the leather elevates it so much and gives it so much more of a luxurious feel than a regular cotton suit or whatever fabric they might make it out of. But I just feel like this creates such a deeper impact. I'm sleepy, y'all. Absolutely love this quarter zip jacket over this suit. Gives it a sporty feel to the preppy look. Overall, I think this look is very beautiful. Love the color palettes. Love how classic and simple and easy it feels. But also love how, again, the smallest tweaks to maybe the fabric or, the shoulders off of the fur jacket sitting already off the shoulders. I think that adds a different twist to it and creates a more personal narrative for GmbH. Another one of my favorite looks from this collection includes this look here. We have this young man wearing a suit with a trench coat on top, and it is all one tone, a very beautiful cherry-like. I feel like it's in between like cherry and maroon. It has a little bit, I feel like it has a hint of sort of a pink to it, but maybe that's just my eyes. But I also love how the shoes it looks like patent leather. I love that break in fabric. I'm glad that the shoes aren't the same material or close to the same material as the suit. I think it elevates the suit way more. That the silhouette of the shoe Gives it a more playful point of view as well. Those are my favorite looks for GmbH. Happy always to see a collection from this brand, and I can't wait to see what's next for them as well. Okay, next we have Laura Gerte. I think, forgive me if I'm mispronouncing your name. I looked it up and it's very hard to hear the pronunciation, but I absolutely love your brand. This is my first time coming across your pieces. I feel like this brand's identity is rooted in deconstruction and reconstruction. A part of it felt, how can I say, feels a little sporty as well. Let's get into my favorite pieces, my favorite looks. My first favorite look is this ensemble, which appears to have some deconstruction and some reworking. The trousers seem to be cut free-handedly, which I think that is one of my favorite details within the entire collection. Overall, this look is very beautiful. I would definitely wear these clothes. The statement I feel that's being communicated to me is that you should appreciate garments that you have already and find a way to make them work again for you, and find a way for them to grow with you and transform with you. You guys can let me know what you think. That's just what I'm picking up. In this next look, the model appears to be wearing a silk or satin skirt. It's a little bit hard for me to see with how dark it is towards the bottom of the photo, but the silk or satin skirt has this very high slit that reveals a lot of the thigh, which is very intriguing. I really appreciate this detail. I really want to get into her jacket. It looks like a bomber that's been flipped inside out, and so the interior is exposed, and it seems to be constructed in a way where the collar, it looks like a scarf, but like a puffed scarf, but it's still attached to the bomber. I'm not really sure what the interpretation is supposed to be, or if there's supposed to be an illusion that is communicated, or if it's inspired by anything else, but this is what I see. Overall, this is probably my favorite look out of the entire collection. Okay, I want to get into this last look that I absolutely love. Again, it seems as though the look is made from deconstructed tees that were reconstructed into a balaclava, a long sleeve top, and a long maxi pencil skirt, I would say. Overall, I just love the tone that teeters between sporty and business wear or workwear. Laura Gerte, love this collection. I followed you on Instagram. I'm looking forward to seeing what else you create. I'm gonna dig a little bit deeper, do a little bit more research on your work, and congratulations on presenting during Berlin Fall 2025. Very proud of you, very happy for you, and I'll see you next presentation. Next up, we have Arnika. I loved the shapes that this designer chose to play with for this presentation. There's this, I want to say maybe some sort of wire that's been placed into the collar and into the bottom of the dress, but there's a wave-like pattern, which that's something that I really, really loved and appreciated in this collection. I also appreciated the skirt that have the big round balls around the perimeter of the skirt towards the... I feel like this collection was about exposure and breaking free in a way. This is what I read from the pieces, especially the pieces that I love the most. You know, there's holes in the tights. There's a look with one girl, she's wearing a fur ensemble and her boob is exposed. There's again the dress with the trim that's forming a wave. The dress is very, very short, and it exposes her, I don't want to say crotch. It exposes that area, the feminine area, or fuck, I don't want to say that either. And so yeah, I feel like the collection is about comfort and exposure and being seen and accepting those parts that you may not want to be seen and that may be deemed different. in a way. This is what this is the artistic expression that I'm getting from the collection. I could be wrong, but overall, Sia Arnika, I loved it. It was so beautiful. I would wear these garments. Another one of my favorite looks. It appears to be a girl wearing what looks like a moto puffer. Again, not sure if that's what it is, but that's what I'm getting, and it's giving. I absolutely love it. This is such a beautiful piece. I love the color. I love the shape. I love the structure. It's big enough to be worn as a dress, which is another thing I love. It's sexy, like it's masculine but sexy in a way, and it looks very good on this model. Yeah, Sia Arnika. That's all of my favorite looks for this collection overall. I think the entire collection was very beautiful overall, and I'm looking forward to seeing more of your work. Again, I thought it was 4 collections, but it was 3 like I said initially. Those are my favorites for Berlin Fall 2025. Let me know if you had any favorites from this section. Like, comment, subscribe, share, and I'll see you guys on the next runway review.